时的你我 Sitting in the car, listening the blunt 周边每个角落只有你和我，不需要多说，笑得那么快乐我该说些什么停在这一刻
But I'll be on it always, always.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kayla Routine, and today's video is the 8th episode of Beauty with the Brains. Beauty with the Brains is a series on my channel where we discuss all things that you need to know in order to be the person that God has called you to be. Real ones know that I actually deleted my last episode, but I'm refilming this just because I didn't really like how the video turned out, so I'm gonna do it one more time. So hopefully this one turns out a little bit better, but I have a feeling it will. I am by no means an expert, so I'm going to be leaving some resources down below for you to check out. I'm going to be briefly sharing my experience and how we can use our most valuable resource the way God intended us to. Anxiety is one of those topics that as Christians are kind of like embarrassed to talk about because it feels like we've failed as a Christian. But we live in a broken world, so it's either we pretend we aren't struggling or we bring our struggles to God to let Him sanctify us. So that's what we're going to be doing today. From personal experience, I caught myself asking God, why did you create me like this and what is your purpose? But I wasn't seeking answers. I was allowing the enemy to plant seeds of doubt into my heart. And remember, God tells us to guard our hearts above all things because everything flows from it. Anxiety caused me to have this crippling sense of fear, and I know a lot of people can relate to this. Fear is like, I'm not good enough, or no one cares for me, or everyone is judging me. So in order to combat anxiety, we need to understand love, because perfect love casts away all fears. And we are so blessed that the creator of love wants to love us. So when we truly accept love, our tone changes to, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. God has a plan for me. And adversity doesn't change how God feels about me or His plans for me. They still stand. So how do we get there? In order to get there, we must understand the creator of love, aka our Heavenly Father. If you haven't read Genesis chapter 1, I advise you to. But to give context for the verse to come, I'm going to summarize these verses. So it starts in the beginning, where God is creating the world. He has a vision for the world, and He's so meticulous about every single thing by dividing the sky from the water and the water from the land, and creating animals that reside in both of these places. And then He decides to make humans. But listen to the language He used. So this is coming from 26 and 27. They're both basically saying the same thing, but we're going to read 26 for now. Then God said, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the seas and the birds in the sky. So the word that's sticking out to me is in His likeness. What does that even mean? We were created to be in fellowship and to be loved by God. Every single person on this earth has a desire, a strong desire to be loved and to be appreciated and to be valued. And that comes from our desire to know perfect love. But when we receive Him into our lives, we get to experience perfect love. So it's as simple as letting Him fully love us and work on us, good and bad. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it's easy, but it's a lot more fulfilling than living in that continuous, anxious feeling. So today's homework is from my help and guidance section in my Bible. I like to look at that, and it just gives you verses to look through whenever you're feeling certain emotions. But if you don't have a physical Bible, you can just look on Google and you'll find verses for literally everything. And today's verse is John 14, chapter 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid. This video should be encouragement to put into perspective who you're serving, who you're surrendering that fear and anxiety to, because our God is way bigger than anything else, and He has overcome everything in this world. So anytime you catch yourself feeling anxious, remember the verse of the day. Wow, I feel so encouraged. How about you? I don't know who you think you are, but you will never be enough. I do not give as the world gives. Do not be afraid. This is the behind the scenes of this video. Hopefully it turns out good. And make sure you guys like and comment, because there's a lot of editing and a lot of commitment. So, and I want to show you the scenery because oh my goodness, the views from my room are crazy.
I'll be on it always, always.